What's up, ladies, gents, girls with lace fronts, dudes with kids? It's the one and only You Can't Clone Me Queen, baby. And before we get into this video, make sure you go down below to subscribe and join the queendom. And if you already a part of this palace, hey y'all, hey. Now, as you already read the title down below, we're going to be getting into an Amazon Prime recent drop, which is called Miss Juneteenth. Now, most, if not all of you, should know what Juneteenth is. And if not, here's a short clip of a mini history lesson from the film.
Juneteenth is our holiday where we recognize when the slaves of Texas finally found out they were free. 2 long years after Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. The date was June 19th. 1865, now known as Juneteenth. So you see, ladies, not only will you represent your beautiful selves, but our history as well.
And with that being said, let's get into the video. So the film is about Turquoise Jones, who was a recent beauty queen or beauty pageant queen for the Miss Juneteenth pageant that takes place in Texas when she was in her teenage years. And now she's getting ready to prepare her daughter to go out for the pageant and try to win the title that she once won. But the thing is, now she's like a waitress and she's not in a position where most beauty queens would be in. So like, you know, like the doctor or lawyer or married to this high-end person or married to that person. Like, she's not none of that. She's a hardworking single mom with a daughter who want to do whatever she want to do, and she just trying to make ends meet so she can make her daughter happy. Because everything, you can tell everything that she was doing in this film was to make sure her daughter got the best of everything, and her daughter came out better than how she was when she was her daughter's age. And that showed a lot throughout the film. Now, we get introduced into, of course, the baby daddy, who comes off as, in the beginning, when they first introduced us to him, he comes off as like the type of person like, oh, I'm gonna do good to my family, like I'm getting better, I got this job. Like, he came off as that type of person. But the more that I got into the film, it really showed that he wasn't a type of person that wanted to do better, but he was just all talk. Like, and she always fell for it. It seemed like he was always the type of person to bring her down, and she was always there to do something for him, to help him. Like, she was just always there, but he was always bringing her down and making her look crazy, or it just never worked in her favor when it came to her coming to his aid. But it's like, you supposed to be a man, you not being a man, you not doing good for your daughter. Like, I'm coming to you to ask you to help me make sure she's okay, and you're not doing none of that, but you around here selling me dreams, and none of the dreams are coming true. Like, which we're all confused. Like, what is really going on? So he's just, I don't want to say he's no good, but he's no good in the way of, he's no good for her, but maybe somebody else can take care of him or do something with him, but she just don't need to be the one. So that's the introduction to the baby daddy. Then we get into the introduction also of the daughter, who's rebellious. So it's a love-hate relationship with the daughter. She is rebellious in like a way of, she don't want to do exactly what her mama want her to do. I wouldn't even say that that's a rebellious act. Like, granted, she's trying to be, she 14, about to be 15, grown. Then she got a little boyfriend, and probably sneak him around the house or in the house. Like, of course, you that age, you'll either try something like that, even though you're not supposed to, you'll try it. So I really wouldn't call that being rebellious, but it is like the fact that her mom wanted her to do the pageant, and she was okay with that. Okay, like, she gonna do the pageant. Like, she didn't give her mama no reason to make her upset with her or angry about her, that like a normal person would be mad about. Her mom was mad at little stuff like, oh, you want to dance for the pageant, but you don't want to do this poem that I want you to do, or you so focused on this and not so much that. But the thing is, I feel like if the mama turquoise let the daughter go about the pageant the way that she wanted to, I feel like it wouldn't have been so much of a no rebellious acts with her doing the pageant or being focused on the pageant, I should say. And also with her mama being so strong hold on her winning this pageant, it also put like a damper on Kai, the daughter, Kai, because they didn't have no money. Like I said, like she was a single mom, struggling mom. The baby daddy was no good. If anything, he was around here acting like he got all the money, but end up needing turquoise for everything. But that's neither here or there. So she working like 2-3 jobs to make ends meet, barely can pay bills for the house, like, but she still was doing enough to have enough money to get what she need to pay deposits for dresses and pay application fees, like things for that, so she could be in the daughter can be in a pageant. But because of she didn't always have the money, or she was always waiting for the baby daddy to come in, support her or help her, like meet her halfway with everything, and he never came through. Because they was falling short, it made Kai look bad, or made it look like pageants are catty, so of course people's going to talk about her, going to laugh at her, and if you're not a strong enough person, then that will affect you. Thank God Kai was strong, and she understood like what her mom was going through, even though she felt like, well, mom, you don't have money to pay bills to keep the lights on, but you trying to spend money for me to get a dress. Like Kai was understanding that, but her mom wasn't hearing that, because all her mama seen was a way out for her daughter through this pageant. Like this was going to be the way out. Another person who I want to talk about that was in the film was Turquoise mother, who is Kai's grandmother. She was like, the church lady, always in the church and holier than thou and all this other stuff. At least that's the persona they put off in the beginning, only for us to come and find out that her mama was not this person. She always tried to make she didn't even tell her church people that she even had a daughter or a granddaughter, because that was just a part of her life that she felt like she needed to hide. And then once they did find out, she brings on a prayer circle and kind of convince her daughter to go into the prayer circle, and then they just start like praying for them and going worshiping over the daughter and the granddaughter, because they have this perception of them because of the grandmother, like the mama just not any good. So to the church people, the daughter is just ain't got nothing going for herself, and she just piss poor. So the church people is praying, baby, they throwing the holy water there, it's going in, it's going here. But so Kai and Turquoise is like, they got ambushed, so they don't really know what's going on. So they done ran out, and they trying to figure out like, why would you do this to us? Like, this embarrassing, like, because they don't really go to church with their mama, and it's really nothing. So they were just embarrassing. It was just crazy, and it was a mess. So of course the mom run outside to try to figure out like, why would you? The mama now feels embarrassed because they ran out, but it was a whole mess. I don't really want to tell y'all everything was going on, because I really want y'all to watch it and see for yourself. But it was just a whole mess. And then the mom and the daughter get into the argument, because it's like, how dare you try to make me come out to be this person, and you hiding behind God or your godly ways, and you're this whole person. So baby, no, like that's dead wrong. As a woman of God, you're being two-faced. It's a lot. But yeah, I don't know why when it comes to mothers and daughters, it's always a big blowout, or it's always a big thing. But that was a lot. That was really, really a lot. So moving on, when we get towards the end, or the ending of the film, we kind of see Turquoise coming out on top, because the restaurant or the hole in the wall or the bar, whatever you want to call it, people call it different things. When it get towards the ending, she realizes that there's an opportunity for her to own it and take hold of it and help out the man who already owned it. Because the man who already owned it, y'all, he a real OG. One thing about it, he is a real OG. He kept it real. He straight up let us know, like, don't go. Basically, in the film, he letting us know, like, if y'all black owned and y'all own y'all own stuff, and you trying to expand or get bigger, like, you stop trying to go to the white man. Stop trying to go to the white man to get a loan, because guess what? Now you don't own it. They own it until you pay them off or do whatever you need to do to pay them off. Like, you don't own nothing, so they can easily take it away from you, and that's not yours anymore. So he basically was like one of them OGs that was like, throwing down them type of, So the bar he owned, even though it was a hole in the wall, like, he owned it. It was his, and it brought in money. So she got opportunity to kind of like help him out, because he kind of started getting sick, or he did get sick, and she can now own the bar to kind of help him out. So I feel like she kind of came out on top, because you see her in the beginning scrubbing toilets, only for her to now own it. And it's, to some people watching it, it may not seem like much because it's a hole in the wall, but this was something for her. This was her winning season. Like, this was her winning moment, because she didn't have much. Like, she really didn't have nothing. Like, this was something for her that she can take hold of and grow and make better to just be successful. So, I mean, overall, I did like the film. I liked that she did end up winning, or having a winning moment in the film, because the water, it just seemed like my sister girl was she was going through it, and it was like, baby girl, please, I need more from you. I need more for you. So I'm glad she did have that. The film was a good watch. Like, it wasn't nothing like too dramatic. It wasn't nothing too, it gave you choke up moments, but not teary-eyed crying moments. Just like, but not, it gave those type of moments, which was really good. It was a safe film, so you can never go wrong with a safe film. Sometimes people want something drastic, like, I don't know, the baby daddy beat her. Like, I don't know, people be wanting that from black films, but I'm glad it wasn't none of that in there, and it was just like smooth sailing. So I would definitely give this a thumbs up. I would definitely tell a lot of people go watch it and check it out. It's on Amazon Prime, because it was a great film. And plus, I'm filming this on June 19th, and I'm going to drop it on June 19th. So check it out, y'all. All right, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Let me know, did y'all see the film? What y'all thought about it? Which character was your favorite? Which character you didn't like? Just let me know how you felt about the film, and make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all already know how that go, and join the queendom. Bye.